Hey guys, I'm bringing you a deck profile of the Infernoid Persuasion. This is mainly like going first. But play two of the Inoku, summon him out, wipe the field of monsters, and then he's got spell and trap negation, and then I'll banish the card. You attribute off to do that effect. Then Yugioh is pretty close to that. She'll wipe the spell and traps from the field when she's summoned, and then when she's on the field, she can negate the effect of monsters, paying that cost. On Sightmas, he's there for star plus. Like he's a pretty decent guy. Non-targeting spot banish removal on field is fantastic after you've attacked for that battle phase and ended it, and he's still on the field or whatever. You'll be able to banish a card on the field, which is great. Be able to get around stuff. He's here mainly for the stars because this is going first. We're going to be using Void Feast a lot. Try to be resolving that thing. Two Patrolla. Give us some options plus spell and trap destruction. Monster destruction. Be able to bounce a monster back. It's fantastic. And then your Decatron. Pretty much summon the Decatron, dump one of the Infernoid monsters, and then yeah, it gets the stars and gets the effect. And yeah, just too good, too good. It's almost every card in the game in one. And then I play the Lure of Darkness package, pretty much just to see my Void Feasts and the Lair of Darkness. The Lair of Darkness is just too good in this deck. Alright, Lilith. Pretty much normal summon her if I don't see the Decatron or don't really want to use Decatron for most of my plays. Unless I have to, going second or something out of field. Decatron's really nice for that, along with all the other things in the Infernoids be able to actually play second and do very decent. But yeah, I'll summon her, hit her, and get my Void Feast. Yep, pretty much this is another way to get your Void Feast, or if you're forced to go in second, your Imagination, which wrecks face. And talking about Imagination, here it is. Pretty much if your opponent has a special summon monster from the extra deck, you could send this card to the grave and bring out your big girl, and not only dump your Infernoid monsters, but get some pretty awesome effects going. And then the 3-layer of Darkness, because we just want consistency. We want to see it because it's kind of like our main play. We'll hit Void Feast and have Layer of Darkness, and pretty much it's just going to stop the opponent from just playing the game. Just too good. One Void Seer. I do kind of actually like this card. Be able to prevent my destruction or being targeted for effects on my Infernoids, so I keep rocking. The one Reasoning, because hell, I either see the Lilith or the Decatron, which is nice, and that's where I kind of stop, hopefully. But yeah, the main thing is like you keep milling through your deck and able to just throw Infernoids into the grave so you have resources later in the match, which is fantastic. Same idea with Monster Gate. Kind of get rid of that monster that you're not wanting, or make room, because like Star Count will suppress your Infernoid monsters from going off, so you'll get rid of them sometimes is nice. And then 1 for 1, bring out the Decatron. It just sets you off. Card destruction for sometimes you will break. You get more Infernoid monsters in your hand that you want. That's when you hit the card destruction and then get into your actual play starters. Rekindling, because we're very fast into getting our Void Feast going, which will then bring out our Decatrons and throw them in the grave. So when you eventually see this card, your Decatrons are alive. You just pop them out. And we're talking about all these Void Feasts. Here they are. 3 Void Feast. And yeah, we don't want to like break and only just play that. So we'll play the 1 Void Trap Hole. So we have another target to be able to get. Just in case we open up with like one of the trap cards and a Lilith, we can still go off and get that 1 trap card we need. So we keep going. And then on to the extra deck. Play 2 Tierra. I did play 2 Imaginations. This is mainly going second build, so I have to max out on this. So this is just fine. Usually I just resolve 1 and that's it. It's too much. It hardly ever pops up anymore. It used to be a card, but honestly I decided I didn't take it out. It's just there to kind of like stop and poke my opponent. Big Eye. Yeah. Take your opponent's monster and just keep going off. Hopefully. Best Dweller. Yep. Stop plays. This right here is amazing. You see some funny interactions, especially if you know your matchups, and summoning a bunch of tokens to the fields. Yeah, can usually mess up a lot of matchups. If you understand your matchups, this guy can be a blowout card. It's funny. And it's actually very easy to get into. This takes you using a Decatron and dumping your Seismus, or having a, what is it, 2 level 8s or higher monsters you control. So it's very easy. It doesn't even matter what higher monsters, as long as you got a Decatron that's level 8 and another monster is higher. You just get right into this, and yeah, he's just a big beast. Another one just easy to get into. Wipe the field, deliver some damage, and you got a big beater. You can still bring out another Inferno monster. Omega, because, well, Omega's just God in this deck. Get back your components so you can keep playing. Black Rose, because it's too easy. Sometimes, you hit your out with that, and you have your resources in the grave, so you just recur your Infernoids. So, yeah, it's just too good. Minerva, because, I don't know, sometimes it's just hard to get a start up. So, making this rank 4 just gives you the mill and maybe see something. I know it's kind of grasping for straws, but it's what you gotta do sometimes. Equalmax, yeah, this is just too good in this deck. So, not only you have him out, but then you can put 2 Infernoid monsters out, which makes him humongous. But then you can use the Infernoid monster. Hopefully you have like a graveyard banish one, and tribute him off and hit something out of the grave. And then you can attack with the other 2 Infernoid monsters, which will pretty much be game. That's really hard to come back from. Dual Chimera, just in case if I want to like free up my field a little bit, because there is a star restriction, and I just want to be able to maybe push for some reason. That can pop up. And then 3 of the Nates, pretty much to go along with the Tiara. So whenever she gets to go off, she not only mills 3 from the top of the deck, usually, and sends 3 from the extra deck. So your opponent will send cards from his extra deck or her extra deck or whatever, and then you can use Omega along with either sending 3 if you have to pop 3 on field, actually get rid of the field, or if you're fearing something like that they might send, you can get Omega to shuffle it back so it doesn't get its effect, which makes Omega just really good. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy. That's it.